Hello, hello, hello. Hi, good morning. I am so excited to bring this topic to you today. The number one thing that my clients ask when they come to me is they need more clients. They need more visibility. They need more. They word it in so many different ways, but it all comes down to they need more clients. Okay, so today we are going to talk about showing up as the one your clients want and need. The one your clients want and need. That is so exciting. So, guys, if you don't know me, my name is Lisa Balthaser. My business is Fleur de Lisa Solutions. I'm a digital marketing, social selling, and mindset coach, and I help high achieving coaches and service based business owners become powerful CEOs, make more money, make a bigger impact, and scale on social, as well as build a sustainable business. And that, my friends, is the name of the game. Okay, so let's start by talking about what showing up as the one that your clients want and need looks like. Okay, so if you own a business and if you were watching this video, you probably do own a business. The topic today is at the bottom. So if you are watching this video, you probably have a business or want to start one. So when you are looking at attracting clients, okay, so first of all, you need to know who you're talking to. So before you do anything, any kind of marketing at all, you should really have a clear idea of who you're talking to and what their problem is. Okay. So the first thing that I notice about my clients when they come to me is that they are doing a lot of the things they need to be doing, but the things that you're doing are not what is ultimately going to get you there. Yes, you need to do the things. Yes, the things help, but the biggest thing that you need to do to show up as the one your clients want and need is you need to first be the person you want to or need to become for your clients. So, what does that look like? You may be like, what? You just had a play on words there. But what I want to tell you about that is, and this was something that it took me a long time to understand and really wrap my head around, guys. And before I did this, it was really tough getting clients because I didn't know how to be who I was not yet, if that makes sense. So it's really important that when you're helping clients, if you're struggling to get clients, if you're not getting enough clients, or maybe you have no clients at all, okay? Maybe you have no clients at all. That could be because you're not showing up as the person that they need to see to work with you. And what that looks like is that you need to actually be the person that is bigger than you are now, that is better than you are now. You need to actually show up as that person before you actually become that person, because you're going to be becoming that person when you're working with your clients. But you need to show up as that person in order to attract the clients to you. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know because I want to clear that up for you. You have to be more than you are now, but you have to show up that way. Um, because you need to show up as the person that they need, as that leader, as the one that they see is that answer to their problems, questions, life, whatever it is that you help them with. Okay, so how do you do that? How do you do that? This, I'm telling you, this one thing has changed the trajectory of my business significantly. And that's why I wanted to talk about it today. Um, so you have to have a mental shift, a mindset shift. You have to have a shift in your mind that puts you in a place that you know without a doubt, you totally believe in yourself, you believe in what you do, you believe that you can help your clients with what you say you can help them with without a doubt. And you need to believe it, not just say it, not just think it and question yourself, but you need to truly show up believing it 100%. If you don't, if you don't show up believing it 100%, it will come across in your copy. It will come across in the words you use. It will come across in your body language. It will come across somehow, some way. They may just sense that there is something off and they won't work with you. You have to actually be the person that you need to become before you become that person. So that's how you need to show up. You need to do the inside work. Okay. And it's inside work. There's no answer to how to get clients. You can have all the strategy in the world. You can have the best copy in the world, the best post. You can attract clients to you because of your copy, but they still may not work with you if you are not showing up as the one that they need. You need to be before you can become. It's really, think about it, guys. If you have questions on that, let me know. It was something that I struggled with for a long, long time. And I have gradually, it took me years to actually shift into this. So it's not something that happens overnight, but it is something that you should be thinking about each and every day when you show up online, wherever you show up, whether it's in written form, in audio, video, however you're showing up online, because it will come across in the words you use, in what you say, in body language, and everything else. You would be surprised at how it shows up. I know I was. You have to have 100% belief in what you do, 100% belief in your pricing, 100% belief that you will get your clients the results that you promise them. You just totally need to embrace that, own it, and show up as that. Okay. Now, that's the first thing. And that's probably the biggest shift that I have made in my business over the years that has significantly helped me to move my business forward. The next thing that you need, and I know you've heard this before, but I want to go a little bit deeper with this one with you guys. The second thing that you need is consistency. And by consistency, I don't just mean show up every day. I don't just mean post every day. What I mean with consistency is that you are showing up and you are talking about the things that they need to hear each and every day. It's not just about showing up. If you're showing up and you're say posting, if you are posting quotes on your page every day. Yes, people love the quotes, but the thing is, guys, you're not providing value with those posts. So how you're showing up is, it does make a difference, and you need to show up with value consistently. You need to repeat, repeat how it is that you serve your customers, how it is you serve your clients. You need to repeat it over and over and over again, because the more they hear it, the more they understand. that you are the one to help them. Repetition is a reminder. Also, repetition, guys, it takes like 16 times right now for somebody to come in contact with your content, interact with your content before they'll even consider working with you. 16 times. So if you are showing up one day and you're talking about Twitter, and then another day you're talking about how to lose weight, and then another day you're talking about, mental clarity, and these are the three times that somebody showed up, they're like, what the heck does this person even do? Okay. So you need to repeat the same portions of content over and over and over. That repetition creates a film a familiarity with what it is that you do and how you can help them. It's a reminder to them how you can help them. And it solidifies in their minds that you can help them with that thing that you keep talking about. Okay. So it's really, really, really important to be consistent with your content, but be very clear in your content also. So the consistency of and the repetition that goes with the consistency creates that place in their mind that reserves that spot for you because they see you as that authority in that thing. Okay, that's why, if you have a whole bunch of products or services, it's best that you stick to one and talk about one over a period of time, as opposed to this week you have this offer, this week you have a different offer, this week you have a different offer, because people get confused and confused minds do not buy. You need to repeat the same thing over and over and over. People need to understand how it is you help them and how they can work with you. Okay, so those are the two things that need to be repeated over and over and over again. So, number one is you must be before you become. Number two is consistency. Number three, you need to show up with authority and leadership. And I have done other videos about authority and leadership. It is very, very important that you are not showing up as one of the crowd, as equal to the people that you want to serve. And let me talk about that one for a second. You need to show up with authority and leadership. Okay, so if you guys are interacting, say in Facebook groups, okay, and you help people with, say anything digital, for instance, you do not want to go into these groups and say, I'm having a problem getting my Twitter to work, or I'm having a problem making a landing page, when that's what you say you help people with. How do you guys expect somebody to work with you? I see it all the time. I see people that say they do certain things, but yet they're going into these groups asking people how to do them. Like, that's insanity. Like, why would you do that? You need to show up as an authority in the space that you say you are in. Okay. You need to be a leader in that space, and you need to show up there everywhere you go online. Okay. And so if you have a question about something, you do that privately. You ask that privately. You get that straightened out, and then you show up as the authority in that thing. Um, I see it so often, I just cringe. I just cringe. I'm just like, oh my goodness gracious. But I'm thinking to myself, how do you want somebody to work with you when you're coming into this group of 50,000 people and you're saying you need help with that very thing that you say you do? Don't do that. Okay. Show up as the authority, show up as the leader, answer other people's questions about that thing. Okay. That thing you say you do, make sure you're serving, make sure you are giving. The more you give, the more you're going to receive. And I know it seems counterintuitive, guys, but if you are giving and people are getting wins, what their reaction will be to you is, wow, if I get this win just from the free content that they put out, imagine what wins I will get working with her. Okay. So, guys, don't be scared to give your best things and help people. Okay. Because that positions you as a leader, it positions you as an expert and an authority in your space. You may be thinking, oh my gosh, they're never going to work with me if I give all my stuff away for free. But the reality is that most people cannot do what it is that you help them with. It's too much. Okay. It's too much for them. They don't have time for it. They don't have the energy and they can't do it consistently. So people will still need you. Okay. But you're going to even give them bigger things when they show up and they pay you. Okay. You still want to create those wins for them though. The other thing that I want to say is stand out. Stand out. To be an authority and a leader, you need to stand out. You don't want to blend in with the crowd. You don't want to look like everybody else online. I know for myself, I do help people create high ticket offers. I help them up level their businesses significantly and help them create high ticket offers and help them get clients. I help them with the lead gen. I help them build their business, grow their business, scale, and hire a team. However, I chose not to go into these Facebook groups and say, hey guys, you want to 10x your business? Because everybody else is doing that. I also don't go into groups. I very rarely mention six figures. I do mention it occasionally, but I don't mention it a lot for the simple fact that everybody's telling you they're going to help you build till six figures. So I don't want to be one of the crowd. I want to stand apart from the crowd with what I help people do. Now, do I help people get to six figures? Yes, I do. Do I help people 10x their business? Yes, I do. But I am not saying those things because I don't want to be seen as one of a sea of people that says the same thing online. And I know you guys have all seen those posts in the groups. Okay. So you have to stand out somehow, some way in the way you show up. Even if you do the same thing that 25,000 other people do in a Facebook group, you need to stand out in some way. You need to be different in some way. One of the things that you can do to be different is to just be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Don't try to copy what other people are doing. When you copy what other people are doing, it just makes you look like everybody else. Okay? So you can take bits and pieces of, things that you see. Of course, you're going to get ideas from other people, but you want to put your own flair in it. You want to put your own self in it. You want to show up as you, make it your own, make it different in some way. So that is what I chose to do. And I show up a little bit differently, even though I help people with the exact same thing. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to talk about, stand out, be yourself. And the last thing under authority and leadership that I wanted to talk about today is to show up powerfully in your knowledge, your skills, and your abilities. Okay. So if somebody is asking you a question online and say you don't know the answer to that question, what do? You do not give them an answer you do not know the answer to. You don't do that, because what that will do is, if it's the wrong answer, it will reflect poorly on you and your business. What you will do, though, is you will tell them you're not sure. You needed to check on a few things, and you will get back to them, and then you get back to them as soon as you possibly can, because you want to be seen as that leader, as that person that follows up, that takes the extra step, goes the extra mile for somebody. Okay, that will really set you apart online, because a lot of people will not do that. They will not follow up with that thing that they promised that they would find out for someone. Okay, so that would actually set you apart. Now, to show up powerfully in your skills, your knowledge, and your abilities, you really need to show up as an authority. So, for instance, when you are networking online or when you are showing up in a Facebook group, when you're answering somebody's questions, you have to be able to answer the questions with authority and with confidence. Um, when you do that, it positions you as the leader, as the authority, and people will start seeing you that way. But you need to do this consistently, not just one time and done. You need to always show up with authority, with certainty, um, and you need to just really show up, and really show off your skills, your abilities, and just be confident in them. After all, you're doing what you do because number one, you love it, number two, is a passion, and number three, you're probably really good at it, but you doubt yourself, which takes us back to the first thing today. You need to be before you actually are. um so it's all in the positioning. I see so often online that people don't position themselves properly online. They don't position themselves as leaders. They don't position themselves as authorities. And that's part of the reason they're not attracting the clients that they want to attract. Because if you're not positioning yourself as a leader and an authority in your space, there are a lot of people that won't want to work with you because they're going to go to that person that they see as the leader and the authority. It's a positioning issue, and I see this over and over and over again. So now the third thing I wanted to talk about, how to show up as the one. Guys, I have so many people say to me, I just don't know if I know enough to help somebody with that. And yes, as an entrepreneur, you probably doubt yourself, maybe daily, maybe hourly. Um, it's a real thing. We all question ourselves at one time or another, but you need to be confident in your abilities. You need to show up with the authority and the leadership we just talked about. And when you show up with confidence, just know this, okay? You only need to be one tiny little step ahead of the person that you are helping. And when you are that little step ahead, you can help them make big changes. The other thing that I see online a lot is, and I saw this just recently, and I don't want you guys to actually get up, get upset about this or stress out about this. I was looking at a thread the other day, and the thread said something along the lines of, well, how can you claim you help people make this much money if you don't make this much money? So let's think about that. So when you are helping people build their dream, first of all, your clients may be at a different place than you are. Okay, so do not let the fact that a potential client is making more money than you deter you from helping that client. It does not mean that you can't help them. As a matter of fact, you can probably help them a lot. There's a lot of things at play here, and money isn't the biggest thing. Um, your expertise applied to a client can, say, 10x their business, or whatever it is that you're helping them with, can help them significantly, even if you haven't actually done that in your business yet. It is very, very possible for you to help your clients go bigger. I know some of my clients have made more money than me. It's not about the money, it's about the knowledge. You don't know how they came by that money. You don't know what they did. You don't know if they did it themselves. So don't let the money thing deter you, and don't ever let someone tell you that just because you're you can't help somebody just because you didn't achieve a certain thing yet. That is absolutely not true. That doesn't mean you don't have the knowledge or ability to help someone else get there. I've seen it over and over and over again. As a matter of fact, I have a coach myself, and I don't know if I told you guys that before, but my coach actually helps her clients make more money than she does. So it really has nothing to do with the money. It has to do with the skill set and the knowledge and the authority and, just really owning what you're helping somebody with, going the extra mile for them and making sure that they get the wins. Okay. If you're making sure that your clients get the wins and they go bigger than you, that is fantastic. That's fantastic. And that's something that you should be proud of. So show up powerfully with that knowledge, with the skill set, with your abilities, and just know that it's enough. It's enough. You are enough. You have everything that you need. Don't let anyone say that you don't. Now, the other thing is with the being one step ahead, is that I also want you to be realistic about the clients that you serve. Sometimes clients will come to me and they're just starting out and they're really not even sure what they're doing in their business yet, and they're claiming to be able to help someone get to six figures, for instance. If you just started your business and you really have no idea how to even get a sale yourself, like you cannot help someone else reach that six figures. I'm not saying that somebody that says that they help somebody get to six figures, they don't have to earn six figures, but they do have to have experience getting clients, serving clients, and knowing how to grow and knowing how to scale that business. They do have to have that skill set. Okay. So be realistic about who you're helping and with what you are helping people. Sometimes I see clients take on clients that they shouldn't be taking on, and they shouldn't and they don't and they take them on because they need the money. Money is not a reason you should ever take on a client. I know for myself, I have turned away many, many clients that I could have helped, but I wasn't the best person and it wasn't really what I did. I get a lot of people come to me for websites, for instance. I love doing websites. I really do. But number one, I don't have time for it because I'm coaching people now. And number two, it would take me a lot longer than it would take somebody that does it each and every day. So I refer them out. I actually love doing websites. That's one of my things I love doing. But I don't actively do them for people, even though it is in my range of expertise. I'm very good with that and SEO, but it's not what I am here to do right now. What I'm here to do is I'm here to coach and consult and help people really grow. I'm here for that bigger thing. Um, to help people really position themselves in the marketplace, to grow, to be an authority, to be the one that people want each and every day when they come across you in their newsfeed. So that's what I help people with. And then I help you scale and hire a team. That's the bigger thing. I am more interested in helping people with a sustainable business model that will bring consistent leads in, help them grow, help them scale, help them hire a team, free up some of their time, and live the life that they always wanted. That's what I'm interested in right now. So even though I can help people with these other things and they're in my range of expertise, I don't. And that's how you should view your business. Even if you need money, you should not take on clients that are not in your current business model, because what it does is it takes your time away from focusing on that one thing that you're trying to get out to the world, if that makes sense. So be realistic with the people that you help and who your ideal client really is. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to talk about, I know this is going a little bit long. I try to keep them to 20 minutes, and that's just not happening today. So I do apologize. Um, the last thing I wanted to talk about is when you're showing up online, no matter where you're showing up, whether it's in groups, whether it's on your page, on your profile, in your group, in your own group, you need to be always talking about the number one need your clients have, not the number five need. You can talk about those other things, but the main thing that you are talking about is the number one need. Okay, so for me, it's kind of all wrapped together because for me, it's really clients is what my clients are looking for. But what I hear things like, I need to be more visible. I need to be seen as an authority. I need to be more consistent. I hear all of these other things, but what it really comes down to at the end of the day is my people need more clients. Okay. So a lot of the content that I do put out to the world is how to attract more clients, about client attraction, about how to, connect with people, how to get them in your circle. Like that's the content that I am putting out to the world because that is the main thing that my clients need each and every day. So you want to make sure that you're talking about that main thing, their biggest thing that they need, the thing that if they had it, it would solve a lot of their headaches. Okay. And for me, I know that most of my clients need more clients, and it would really take a lot of stress off of their lives in many, many ways. So that's the one thing that I do hit on a lot. Now, every once in a while, I do talk about other things, of course, but the main thing that I repeat over and over and over is the client attraction, how to get more clients, like that type of thing. You need to show them, and by doing this, like I said at the beginning, they need up to 16 touches to even consider working with you. That being said, if they see, say, this video this week, they've only seen one piece of content. That means 16 more weeks of videos, potentially, if they're only looking at my videos. That is a lot of touches with one person to actually get them into the consider working with you as a client. So think about that when you're creating your content. That one big thing that they need, even though they're telling you the other things, that one big thing is that thing that you want to talk about every day, every day. Every day you want to hit on it somehow. And every day you want to be seen as that authority, the one that can solve that problem for them. Because after a while, they're going to come to realize, oh, that's what I actually need, even if they're telling you, say, visibility, okay? Or even if they're telling you, they need to be more consistent or nobody's interacting. I hear so many things, but it really all comes down to they need more clients. The interaction leads to clients. They know that. So if you talk about that one thing over and over and over, repeat, 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 like I said in number 2, repeat, repeat, repeat the same things, maybe in a different way, in a different format, but repeat the same things over and over. They will soon see that you are that authority. You are that leader. You are the one that they need to solve their big problem. The other thing that you need to make sure that you hit on consistently is you need to be able to show them how you help them bridge that gap. So say they have 0 clients here and they want to have like 100 clients here. You need to be able to convey to them without telling them exactly what it is that you're going to do to get them there. Because you don't want to divulge, everything that you do, but you want to convey how you are that authority. Maybe you're going to give examples of other clients that you worked with that you took from A to Z. Maybe you want to write out a case study, or you want to talk about your own experience on what you did. It's not that you don't want to tell them how to do it necessarily, but you don't want to give all of your secrets away because there needs to be a reason for them to still work with you. Okay. You want to provide high value. So you want them to be able to get the small wins, but you want to be the answer to the big win, if that makes any sense. So you need to, and the other thing that you need to do is you need to make it really, really, really easy for them to understand that you are the answer to their problems, and you have to make it easy for them to be able to talk to you, work with you, get in a conversation with you, and all of those other things. So that is all of those things that I just went over today, starting with the first one, which in my opinion, is one of the biggest ones and one of the biggest problems that I see right now, because there's so many new people in the online space right now. So they're not as confident as they need to be. They're not showing up. They're not being before they become. And you really do need to grasp that concept. I know before I did, it was challenging. So I do want to invite you to schedule a call with me. Um, I would love to be able to help you with a quick win. I would love to be able to help you grow your business. My gosh, guys, I mean, do not pay attention to all the crazy out there. It is the right time to build a business if it is something that you want to do. If that is what you have your mind set on, then you work on that business right now. There is no reason why you can't be successful, why you can't bring in six figures by the end of this year. There's no reason. There's no reason at all. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the world, but as long as you are focused on what you need to focus on, I can help you get there. So schedule a call with me. I'd love to talk to you. Um, just a 15-minute call just to get to know you. And maybe you're a fit, maybe you're not a fit, maybe you just want to join my Facebook group. It doesn't matter. I would love to be able to help you. At least if you're struggling with something, try to get over a hump and get unstuck. That's really, I hate seeing business owners struggling online. I struggled for so long, guys. And that's why I'm so passionate about helping other people get unstuck, because I sat in that place for so long and it was frustrating and I shed so many tears, and I don't want to see you do the same thing. Okay. So anyway, schedule a call. I would love to chat with you. It's just a 15-minute call, nothing, no pressure. We're just going to have a conversation. But I'd love to talk to you, see what it is you need. If you need anything that I haven't talked about, you can let me know and I will certainly put that on my agenda. I want to provide value for you guys. And in doing so, I need feedback from you guys to let me know what it is that you want to see. So schedule a call. I do have some openings for next week. I have quite a few openings for next week still. This week's kind of full at this point, but for next week, I have openings. I would love to chat with you. And we will be back here at 11 o'clock next Thursday, 11 o'clock Eastern time. And I hope to see you next week. Have a great day.